What's good, y'all? It's Xavier XJSS, and today I'm gonna be talking about handheld consoles and why they so goated. The reason I wanted to talk about this is because I recently got a 3DS. I ain't gonna lie, that shit got a little bit modification to it. Since it's modified though, I could play a bunch of different games from a bunch of different consoles. But this got me thinking, bro, cause I used to have a DS Lite and a DSi. I just remember how peak them bitches were back in the day, especially when you got a new game. Cause even though I got all these games and shit, all of it's like downloaded, none of it's a physical copy. And if you watched my last video, y'all would know that I fuck with physical game copies hella. Anyways, this video isn't just about DS's, it's about all handheld consoles. And you can't have a video about handheld consoles without mentioning the PSP. Oh my god, the PSP was peak. Don't get me wrong, I fuck with the DS, like I said, that shit got memories, but all DS games is like Mario and shit, you know? You got Mario and Kirby and it's all this bright, colorful, and fun and shit. But the PSP, that's where the big boys come in. That's when I played my first GTA game ever. I played Chinatown Wars on the PSP. I remember I played Midnight Club on the PSP. I think there is still like mature games on the DS's and shit though. I know you can still get like Need for Speed and shit on there, but I know for a fact that when I started playing more mature rated games, it was all on the PSP. One thing I need to mention right now before I forget it too, is just how sleek the design of like the PSP, the DS's, those older handheld consoles, bro. Shit was dead ass the size of a phone. The DS at least, you could slip that shit in your pocket pretty easily. The PSP, that shit like a phone the long ways, alright? It is a little longer, I ain't gonna lie. But I wanted to mention this because, like I said, you could fit these things in your pocket. But these newer consoles that are supposed to be like quote unquote handheld and all that shit, they big as fuck. I'm talking about shit like the Steam Deck, shit like the Switch. Them bitches big as fuck, bro. They damn near tablets. To be fair, the games that are being ran on those consoles are a lot bigger than that of like a 3DS or some shit. But like, bro, the 3DS was running open world games, obviously in 3D. I mean, shit had Majora's Mask, shit had fucking Ocarina of Time. Bunch of other examples too. So if this little ass console the size of a phone could run open world 3D games, I don't know why we need all this space for this big ass tablet on like a Switch or something. I'm not even trying to dog on the Switch this hard. I actually fuck with the Switch, bro. I used to run Smash Ultimate all the fucking time on it with my brother. We would run some online matches and shit. But bro, you could damn near run Smash Ultimate on the 3DS. That shit literally has Super Smash Bros 3DS edition. Shit's literally just Ultimate. I just miss the small consoles, bro. They don't make that shit no more. The Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, PS Vita and shit, they literally just destroyed. They deleted the PS Vita market. So actually the PS Vita's cooked now. But something about that convenience of a handheld console, just pulling the DS out of your pocket, opening that bitch up, I don't know, bro. Something about that feeling is just different. I also like the difference in models for what I showed. Like the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, all that shit. These consoles all look different in terms of like design and model. There's also a lot of different colorways and just like collector editions and shit for certain games. But now, bro, it feels like every one of these consoles look the exact same. They all just kind of look like the Nintendo Switch. You can't tell me when you look at the Switch side by side with like a Steam Deck or with like, I think the Nvidia or Ryzen dropped a new gaming shit too, so side by side with that as well. You deadass cannot tell me that all of these consoles don't look exactly alike. They damn near part of the same family tree, bro. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that shit. And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.